Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for February 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Now, I am going to be using for the main reading, and remember, this is just the introduction. It will be the same for each of the signs. I will post the little timestamp in the introduction for when, or in the description for when you can just bypass all of this. Anyway, I am going to be using my Radley Valentine decks. I will use my Archangel Power Tarot cards for the main reading. Guardian Angels, I will pull one. And I will pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. And since this is the introduction, I am going to be using my Waite Rider for just, to pull a couple of cards. And I will pull at least one from my Osha Zen Tarot cards. This has been talking to me a lot in the last couple of days. So anyway, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. So we have some really big dates here. We have February 20th, Pluto again with Capricorn, and then the 22nd, and some people are talking about Pluto and Capricorn on the 22nd. It has to kind of get into its own space. So the 22nd, we have Neptune, 22 degrees in Pisces also. If you want to know more about that, go to my last introduction. That would have been February 18th, 19th, and 20th. I gave a lot of information, and I've been talking about these dates for quite a while, so we are all prepared for them. The thing that I am getting with this is that we just need to have balance. We need to have temperance. We need to, just come together, have love, and, and again, too, just kind of like my backgrounds, we need to shine our light, okay? I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. My job, just deliver the message. But yeah, this is, it's kind of like a lot of the stuff we've been doing has been prep work, and this is where things get real. So let's see what this is all about with my Waite Rider deck. Here we go. Let's go on one. Remember, anything that is reversed has a stronger energy. So 3 cards are face down. Let's go with our first card. The King of Wands. King of Wands. Now this is interesting. Now, Wands energy is fire energy. That is our Aries, our Leo, our Sagittarius. Now we just had that Leo full moon. It is pushing, and it was an unencumbered full moon. There's one little thing going on, but pretty much it was unencumbered. It was one of the purest Leo moons that we're going to see in a long time, and for many a year. So this pure Leo moon is really going forth. It is really pushing forth. Now, the court cards, which this is one, has all underlying energy. The King's Court card is, the underlying energy is swords, which is air energy. So that is our Aquarius, our Gemini, our Libra, thought processes, making plans, thinking things through, hearing news. But the King of Wands has that Leo, Sagittarius, has that fire, Aries energy, and is really pushing forward. Now, the King of Wands sees the big picture. The King of Wands is not necessarily narrowed into the step by step by step. Yes, he does have, and it is a male energy. He does have the, the step by step that the air energy wants to give him. He does have the planning, but he is seeing that every step he takes, every plan he makes has different consequences, has different reactions. So this is very much someone that is very strategizing, but is also thinking beyond just what he can see. Okay? So interesting for this. Now let's go. We have our Tower card. Now the Tower card, we had that a couple of, what was it, last weekend? This is a 16. Remember, numbers have meaning too. So we have that 1, new beginnings. A 10 is a transitional energy. 100, God source energy. 6 is the number of man. It's the energies we put into it. This is added together. It's a 7. 7 is a divine number. Now, the interesting thing about the Tower means everything comes down in order for things to be rebuilt. It's not necessarily an easy energy. It's not necessarily a fun energy, but it's kind of like, you just clear that table out. You Get rid of the things we don't need. It's also pulling the rug out, pulling the tablecloth. I'm kind of getting that, just kind of that jarring energy. It's not a fun energy, but it's a totally needed energy in order for things to be established. I don't even want to say reestablished, just established, in order for it to, in order for a foundation to be built. So this is an interesting one here. Now also to remember the King of Wand, when I was talking about the King of Wand looks to the past in order to look to the future. Okay, so the King of Wands also looks to see how did we get to where we're at, but he takes that information so we can go to that future. Now again, the Tower card is not necessarily an easy energy. It's not a fun energy, but it is one of those energies. I am not afraid when I see the Tower card, because I know that that means that something that was not good for me is leaving in order for good to come in. Okay? Okay, next card, the Ace of Cups, and that's the good that comes in. So things are happening, it's making a way, it's clearing things out, but the Ace is that one energy. So we have basically we have a 161 energy. It's a new beginning, new start. Cups is our Pisces. We're in Pisces right now. It is very much a Cancer. It is our Scorpio energy. It is fluid, emotional, very spiritual energy. And if you look at this, this is kind of a, this has a very spiritual connotation to it. It has a gifting to it. Again, I feel like we need to really make sure that we maintain our balance. We maintain our light. Remember, I'm always saying stay shining, and that's because we are the light workers, the ones that, connect with this. We are the light workers. We have to keep that positive energy out there, because, it kind of looks like, that we have to burn brighter. I feel like this is going to be a good week for us to keep our lights very, very bright. Okay? Anyway, a lot of possibility, a lot of hope, a lot of really just divine guidance in here too. Higher power, source energy going on with this. So this is one of those times. It's just a lot of things. Keep your balance. Keep your balance no matter what happens, and keep shining. Okay? Okay. Stay shining, my friends. Let's go with the Osha Zen Tarot. And it's funny because I do have to post a couple of things on Facebook today, and a couple of memes. I don't like to reinvent the wheel. So if I see something and it's like really grabs me, it's like, yes, 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 I need to do this. And there's a couple of things that I'm going to post, and I'm going to also post them with some my Osha Zen Tarot. Okay, we got some things that have just fallen out. Okay, they just fell. I do think I need to cut and pull one more card. Okay, so we're going to cut. We are going to pull one more card. Here we are. Now this is a very interesting energy here, because this is very interesting. We have both of these are reversed, so really strong stuff. This is the one that's we don't know what that is yet. So let's look at this. This is the source. This is, like I said, the zero energy, God energy, reaching out, to our higher power, whoever that is to us, and really connecting with that source. Okay, so this is a good week for us to really make sure we're connecting with higher power. But the interesting thing is here, now we have morality. Morality, basically, there's a little bit of a conflict. I don't know if there's a conflict between what we need to do and what we think we need to do. I don't know if, I saw something that talked about magic, and basically we all want magic in our lives, but many of us do not believe in magic. So it's kind of this, this spirituality, this connecting with higher power, but yet at the same time, if we don't see it, if we don't touch it, if we can't hear it, the morality is, there's just this conflict between the spiritual and the physical, the metaphysical, physical, supernatural, natural. There is this conflict, and there could, again, I am getting some conflicting energy. The morality is, well, this is how it's supposed to be done. This is how we should be doing it. So this is, this has a lot of that, just that the business, I don't know, this has that Hierophant type of energy to me, the business of religion, the business of government, the business of, the business of, the business of. So I do feel that there is a conflict between these two. Let's see what this one that I felt we needed to pull is. Okay, and that is also reversed, and it all comes down to politics. It all comes down to politics. So very interesting. I'm going to leave it at that one. Leave it at that because I kind of talked about this here. Interesting, but Osha Zen, remember, these are more our advice energies. These are more kind of like be aware. This is more of, what kind of to expect. Looking at that big picture, lot of hope. Yeah, that rug, but it makes way for a better solution, a better next step. Okay, so interesting energies. I'm always kind of like, whoa, what's going to happen with these cards? What are they going to tell us? It is very interesting. Oh, by the way, please take a moment to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications because, you keep me going. I know some people have sound issues. I do check the sound before I post, and I will let you know that certain products do not allow you. I have heard from people that certain products, my sound is a little not great, but I've also heard from people that if they watch it on like a desktop computer, my videos on desktop computers, that helps. And, sometimes, and I've said this many a time and since I started, sometimes messages of hope, love, and light, energies don't like that. Certain energies don't like that, but we are of the light. So, enough said. Let's go. I do advise you, please look at the prior introductionary, the 18, 19, 20, but let's start our main readings now. Hello, my Pisces, and how are you? Happy birthday to you. Oh my gosh, you're bringing a lot of things to the surface, aren't you? Okay, let's see what we've got here for you for this week. Okay, Page of Raphael, dreamy energy, positive energy, work energy, home energy. So Page's underlying energy is, of course, our earth energy. So Capricorn, a lot of things going with Capricorn. It's also Taurus and it's Virgo, money, job, career. Now we have Raphael, and we have all the cards have come up. Okay, Raphael is our water energy. It is our Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It is definitely your energy. It is a very dreamy. It is a very planning. It is new opportunities, new relationships. A lot of this has to possibly do with new romantic commitments, just feeling like things are moving in a good direction. Now, remember what I say when I do the introduction, this is an overview of what's going on out there. We still have to live our lives, and this has a very loving, caring, wonderful, let's go. This is a very positive energy. This is one of those very optimistic, but at the same time, there is a little bit of romanticism to it. There is a little bit of hope to it. There is a little bit of dreamy energy to it. So there's a lot of wanting here, but it is going after it. There is a little bit. When I see her down here, I kind of feel like she's like looking in the sand, drawing pictures, thinking about, her possibilities. What is going to happen? Where are we going? But it is now, but again, too, we've got these two following it. So it's a very positive energy for you. So just remember that. Things are going to, things are moving in a very, very positive place, positive direction for you, my Pisces. Claim it and own it. A new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social invitations. Great intuitive insight. So this is one of those times, really work with your meditation because you're going to be getting a lot of downloads, a lot of ascension energy. Gentle, loving, dreamy, open-hearted. Now we come to this Four of Ariel. So Four has very much a lot of stability, leadership, organization. Ariel is our earth energy that I just talked about, money, job, career, even our home, okay? This has reciprocity. This is when you give, you receive. Now, This could also be very much give and receive in the monetary way, but it can also be giving and receiving of your heart. Are you open to change, or are you blocking change? So this is one of those times that you really need to kind of, again, do some internal work this week. Do some internal, checking to see where you're at with your relationships. Are you getting more than you receive? Are you giving more than you receive? Because both ways, it creates an unhealthy balance. The thing about the Four of Ariel that's neat is that it does talk about that business sense. And, I go more towards that business, that job energy. And it does say that you're very sharp this week with business, okay? So when you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. Now we come to 21, the World, Major Arcana card. Michael, Archangel Michael, leader of the, of the warrior angels. Defender, warrior, very strong, I'm in your face type of energy. Now, again, too, I do, for somebody out there, if you do like to work with Archangel Michael or whoever he designates, remember, you need to reach out and ask. Okay, you do need to, because the supernatural world, the archangel world, it's all coming really quick. The archangel world, I have to get this out. For some reason, it's kind of like we expect it, but we don't necessarily ask. That also is with our higher power. You're not asking enough, okay? I feel like you need to ask for more. You need to ask. I feel like you're not asking enough, my Pisces. That you're just kind of like expecting things to happen, and that could go back to that page of Raphael, like, this is what I want, this is where I want, oh, I'm dreaming, wonderful dreaming. But you're not necessarily asking of that supernatural side. You're not asking of the source. You're not asking. And the supernatural energies, whether it be good energies, not good energies, but we're going to work with the good, they will come in when you ask. And then, too, I always have to tell you, like, it's when you give a problem to higher power, and it's like no takebacks. No, oh, I think you're busy, so I'll work on this. No. But again, I think you need to ask. You need to ask more of your higher power, supernatural, your archangels. Okay, but the World, 21, 2, we've talked enough about that. That's about choices, change in directions. It's also partnerships. 1 is all about new beginnings, a very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth, and insight. So, again, there's a lot of things, it's just, again, ask, say it out loud. I know that when I talk about like the full moon, I'm not talking to worship the moon, but it is a good way to get out there and to ask, the universe, to ask higher power, to say it out loud, okay? Okay, let's see what we've got now with our guardian angels. So this is a good week for you to ask of your supernatural, of the source. Ask the source, ask archangels, okay? Okay, here we go. Let's see what we've got here. Not reversed. Guardian of emotion. So this would be the king of emotion, the king of cups. Again, I talk about the king's underlying energy in the introduction. Cups we've already talked about. So this situation requires emotional maturity and total trust. That goes back to the asking. You're surrounded by those who have only the best intentions, so you can rely on the advice you're given. Challenges will be resolved. This card also indicates a generous, humanitarian, and refined person whom you can completely depend on. This could be a reference to those characteristics within yourself. And my Pisces, I know that, when you give your word, you give your word. Okay, so Guardian of emotions, King of cups, your energy, okay? So let's go on and see what crystal or energy is good for you, what would be helpful for you for this week, okay? So remember to ask of that supernatural. There's many that say, oh, they should know. Maybe they know, but it's still, the asking gives permission, okay? Next card, crystal energy, let's see. Labradorite. Is this my labradorite? I don't know. I don't know if that's my labradorite. Anyway, when I pick out my crystals, many of them I do know, but many of them I say pretty. Okay, shamanic journeying, grave, magical power, higher awareness. That goes along with a lot of this, connecting with your higher source and then asking. Okay? Anyway, interesting week, lots of stuff going on. Okay, take a moment, my Pisces, to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. As always, my Pisces, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.